It's on.
Alright, good afternoon guys, viewers. You're welcome to the Time with the Vulnerable show, and this is your boy Shay Shaker, and I have here with my sister called Ms Esenam, right?
Yeah.
Yes. She is a mental health advocate. In fact, she's really doing well on the social media, especially YouTube. A YouTuber, of course, and today I have here with me, in my studio. So we are coming to ask certain questions about herself, her journey so far on the mental health advocate. So, Ms. Esenam, welcome.
Thank you, Jacob.
But guys, before that, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's the Time with the Vulnerable show. Then you hit the notification bell. Anytime we upload the content, you have a notification for that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very important.
Yeah.
Please subscribe.
Okay. So, Ms. Esenam, good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon, Jacob.
Welcome. In fact, we want to know about yourself and work, your educational background, family, from education to family. Then we can proceed to any other.
Okay, so my name is Esenam Abrad, but you can call me Ese for short. I'm a mental health advocate.
Okay.
I also have lived experience with a mental health condition called Bipolar Disorder.
Okay.
I am a daughter and I have a brother. We are just two. And I attended Holy Child Senior High School in Cape Coast, Proud Hobson. And yes, I also attended University of Ghana, Legon. I studied French and linguistics.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
So I finished school like 2018.
The only premier university.
Yeah, premier.
Alright, guys, forgive me.
We have forgotten ourselves.
You never attended them, Lego. But anyways, that's fine. So you said you completed Lego in which year?
2018. I was actually supposed to graduate 2017, but I did a year abroad. So I ended up doing 5 years instead of the regular 4 years.
Alright. Then that's nice.
Yeah.
So after that, did you do your service where?
Yeah, I did my service at a school in Michelle Camp, one of the schools there. I was a French teacher.
Okay.
Yes. So after school, I taught for a while. Till I got fired from my job after my boss found out about my mental health status and I lost my job. And I said, as for the teaching, never again. It's and it's quite a tough job. I mean, it's not easy. So
that's quite bad. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So we want to know, why have you taken interest in mental health advocacy, and then you're still campaigning, always doing videos, and that. Why the interest?
So when I was diagnosed in 2015, I was in denial for 1 year.
Okay.
Because I couldn't understand why my friends get to live a regular life and I have to live with a mental health condition. And my knowledge about mental health was very low. In my mind, when I was diagnosed, I felt it was a death sentence. I will not get to graduate, I will lose my mind, I will be on the streets, I will not have a good life. So I just felt, no, I cannot accept what they are saying.
Okay.
So I was in denial for 1 year. And that 1 year, my symptoms worsened. Bipolar disorder is a very chronic mental health condition. So when the symptoms come, you not only hurt yourself, you also hurt the people who are close to you, like your family, your friends. My grades became so, it affected my academic work. By the end of level 300, I had failed 3 courses at the university. My life was in a mess, I was in debt. Everything was just bizarre.
So bad.
Yes, so I think when I came home for vacation after level 300, I was listening to a podcast by Bishop Dark. It was called Wisdom 14, and he was talking about how there's nothing wrong with seeking professional help as a Christian. I mean, I felt like, okay, you know what, I've been in denial for 1 year. I was non-compliant with my medications. my symptoms got worse. So let me just try this medication thing, because my doctors had spoken to me and I wasn't minding it. So let me try this medication thing. So when I went to Benin and I got on the medications, I realized the difference in my life. That I was sleeping well, I was not having those chronic symptoms anymore. I wasn't having any manic or depressive episodes. I was fine, my grades were coming up. So I realized, oh, you know what? This medication thing, there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually helping me. So by the time I finished with my service in 2019, I had the opportunity to be a mental health champion with a UK organization called Time to Change Global. So I was trained to become like an advocate. So I was trained with some 24 other people. So it was a pilot project. They were doing it in Nigeria, Kenya, and some other countries. Ghana was part. So for 1 year, we were going around doing a lot of creating a lot of awareness and stuff like that. So by the time I was done, I realized, wow, I actually love doing this. I enjoy doing it. I mean, I love the fact that I can speak to someone and their minds will change, and I can speak to someone and they'll realize that there's no shame in seeking professional help. And I think around that time, when I got fired from my job, I think after a few months, I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore about what people say. Let me just go all out, because the time I was a mental health advocate with the Time to Change people, I was, I didn't want a lot of people to know what I was doing, especially where I was working. Right now, I felt, you know what? It's better to save lives than to, pretend like this is not a serious issue. So that's what made me go into it. I started my YouTube channel, Mental Health Quarters, and it's opened so many doors for me, both locally and internationally.
Wow.
So that's why I got into advocacy. I feel this is what I've been called to do. I found my passion and my purpose, and that's why I'm doing this today. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You have really spoken well. Yes. And I must confess that I like your energy in your videos. I always watch them anytime you upload.
Thank you for watching.
You are really doing well. But can we have a little knowledge about the bipolar situation condition? Is it a genetic something, and what are the causes and effects? Like, what are the symptoms that one gets to know?
Okay, so with bipolar disorder, it's a 2-in-1 mental illness. So we have the highs, which is the mania, and the lows, which is the depression. So it's a mood disorder.
Okay.
So when you have bipolar disorder, you can switch between the mania and the depression.
Okay.
And so with mania, it's the high. So with that, some of the symptoms are that you have flight of ideas. You can be there and you have so many things you want to carry out. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you don't even have the money to start a business, but all of a sudden you feel you can start a business, you can start a church, you can start this, you can start that. So another symptom is that you go on shopping sprees, you become irritable, you have difficulty sleeping, you become excessively generous, excessively talkative. You another thing too can be that for some people they easily get angry. So sometimes they may say, because their inhibitions are lowered, they may do or say certain things that can really hurt your feelings. So I even had a situation where there was a time that I felt, I could do certain things and get away with it. Sometimes I have an idea, why don't you go out like naked? Meanwhile, too, it's just the mania which is talking. It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't do that on an ordinary day, but those are just the ideas that may come into my mind. And mania, when people are manic, they have their manic episodes, they engage in risky behavior, can become excessively reckless, they can be very hypersexual, have multiple sexual partners. They can also, someone ordinarily on a normal day, they are just driving normal, but when they are manic, they can drive like at very top speed, like do certain things which is not the usual them. Then when the person switches from the mania, they slide into depression, which is the lows. So with depression, sometimes people think depression is all about sadness, but actually depression is also loss of interest in activities you've once enjoyed, and also certain things that you are required to do. So on a regular day, when you wake up, you are supposed to bath, brush your teeth, go to work, go to school, that kind of thing. But when you are depressed, you don't feel like doing any of those things. The edges are gone. It's either you are sleeping too much or you are sleeping too little. You are just, because you have lost interest in life, you begin to have suicidal ideas. The future looks bleak. Everything seems so dark. Sometimes it even literally feels like you have a dark cloud hovering over your head. So it's those two episodes are very dangerous places to be. But the good thing is that with medications like mood stabilizers, antipsychotic medications, therapy, better lifestyle choices, you can actually live a very full life and healthy life regardless of the condition.
Wow. Thank you for the education. In fact, today you are really enlightening us, educating us on some of these issues. I know some of most of the people are facing this kind of symptoms, but they are not aware of it yet. So, Ghana with they will say a spiritual problem and things, but Charlie, this is real, and in fact, you are really educating us more on that. So, with the medication,
It's a last thing something.
I was saying that she asked that is it treatable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
She's saying that's what we should ask.
Okay. You're not going to go in. Okay, so Ms. S, I want to know, can we treat it with a professional,
Yeah, you can. I wouldn't say treat because usually when we say we treat something, it's like you cure the whole thing altogether. But some research has shown that some of these chronic conditions, they can be managed, but they can't be cured.
Okay.
So with the medications, the mood stabilizers, antipsychotic medications, the therapy, and having a good routine and lifestyle choices, you can actually be fine. And then I remember you were asking about the causes. Research has shown that the causes, some are genetic factors, some are environmental factors. So genetics, sometimes it has shown that sometimes some people come from certain families that there's a tendency that yes. But for some people too, they can come from such families, but because they have a good support system, the illness may never manifest itself. You see, and then we have the environmental factors. It can be anything. It can be a loss of a job, loss of a family member, change of environment.
The society can also.
Yes, anything at all. Anything can happen. Me, like this, what triggered the illness was when I ended a relationship that I really, built myself around this person. And when it ended, it just, triggered years of, my whole life I had been dealing with inferiority complex and low self-esteem. So for that relationship to be lost, it was like a huge blow on my mental health. And that was it. That was just what triggered the illness. So it can be, you can have good things and bad things that can trigger the illness. Someone may have, wanted to travel abroad to study. They finally go, and then because of the change of environment, being away from family and friends, it can just trigger the illness.
All right. And then that's quite good, if only we can manage it. And I always say that you have to also work on yourself, as a person. You get it? When, as you said earlier on, that you made it known that no, you are not going to hide with the condition. You are going to save other life with your advocacy thing. You get it? And you are really doing well. You are really doing well with that.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. So can we go personal?
Sure.
Okay. Currently, are you dating or?
Currently, I'm still single. I'm still single. But right now I'm 30, so you know when you are my age, you know, I wouldn't say I'm searching, but you think about marriage from time to time, and the fact that you should, you know, have children soon and those kind of things. But it hasn't happened. None of my relationships have not worked. It's not like I haven't tried. I have tried. It hasn't worked. So I've just, you know, decided to take some time away from relationships. Wait on God. If the right person comes, fine. But for now, I'm just, you know, focusing on what I love doing. Yeah.
Also, okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
So apart from that, like what are your hobbies? What do you take interest in?
I love watching movies, series, hanging out with my friends, reading books, you know, listening to podcasts, going out.
Chill.
Yes.
Chill a lot.
I wouldn't say I chill a lot giddy like that, but like I'm not like a party animal, but I love attending weddings. Wow. I love hanging out with my friends.
Oh, then one of these days we can schedule them. We will chill out.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm there. Wherever there's chilling, enjoyment, I'm your CEO, Chief Enjoyment Officer.
I'm your PD.
Okay,
so that's nice. So we'll say thank you so much. This was a quick interview with Ms. Essie, like an advocate for mental health.
Thank you
the channel,
so
please once again your channel's name.
Mental Health Quarters.
Oh, okay.
Quarters, Quarters.
Mental Health Quarters. So guys, you can check it out on YouTube, and you subscribe to her channel so that we all do this together. We push together. It's just an amazing time, you know, having you on the channel. I hope to get you another time for a longer discussion.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me, and keep up the good work. You are doing very well too.
Alright, so guys, this is how we end the conversation. Thank you all. Subscribe to the YouTube channel once again. Time with a Vulnerable show. Every weekend we'll drop a video and you get it. Alright. Bye.
Bye. I think we need a thumbnail for your video too.
So we'll take a picture.
Yes.